What's going on? All right, it's something that I want to talk about today. Remember when I said in my first video, you can only see my mouth, but you couldn't see my face. But anyway, I said that I wanted to make my presence felt, and that's what I'm doing now. Cause some of these brothers and sisters, don't have webcams and, things like that. So I said to myself, hell, I'm gonna go ahead and just, do it on my phone, which I'm doing now. And to be honest with you, the phone that I'm doing this on right now, hell, the picture look better than some of the ones on these camcorders. But this is not what I want to talk about right now. What I want to talk about is how many times that every brothers and sisters on YouTube, they always say things like, we need to get together, or our community need to step it up, stop all this bull crap. But the thing that kind of stick me in the back is why, brothers and sisters saying, the community need to do this, community need to do that, brothers and sisters need to speak their voice out, whatever. But on the same token, they keep bashing each other out like that. Now, I will say this, I will really say this. When they said YouTube black community, you know what, you're right. YouTube black community. Because in the black community, as I speak as today, is brothers and sisters don't get along. They talk about each other. You got envy. It would be a cold day in hell before we see some unity, unless something really, really happen. But you ain't gonna see no unity. You ain't gonna see none of this because they too busy at each other's throat like this. Now, I'm not trying to play the pro-black, and I'm not trying to wear the kufis and the red, black, and green alpha medallions, because to me, that was played out in what, 89, 90, 91? That was gone. Be a pro-black, none of that shit like that, but I tell you what, I am going to speak my mind. I'm going to speak my mind, and I'm going to let my voice be heard, that's the thing about me doing this right now. Instead of just writing comments. No. I'm here now, and you can see me as clear as day. It's bad. No, I'm not trying to play that, And I do read books. I do follow up on, things that's what's going on around the world. But if I see something, I'm gonna say it. Probably just because I don't be in front of the TV that much like that. Never was when I was a kid, hardly was now. But I do read books. I own every book. Half of them my dad's book. I done read Message to the Black Man. I done read Wretch of the Earth. I done read Revolutionary Suicide, Seas of Time, Blood My Eyes, Soledad Brother, Taste of Power, Black Rage, Brother Dubois, his books, Alex Haley books. I done read all of them. David Hilliard, Eldridge Cleaver. I done read all of those. But it's how can we, spread messages when brothers get bashed, brothers and sisters get bashed like that? I'm not coon and buffooning. I don't get down like that. I don't get down like that. And I'm not trying to be a YouTube celebrity. I'm not trying to be that. You can subscribe or you don't have to. But if it's good for you to listen, I just don't get down like that, man. Now, I'm speaking my voice, I'm speaking my opinion, and I'm not hiding behind a picture. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Because I'm speaking what I just like the same thing I said in my first video. You know, I might, you know, look all like this, but I'm not like that. I do work, you know. I do wear my pants on my ass. I don't sack. I don't do none of that. But sometimes these brothers and sisters on YouTube act worse than the Bloods and Crips. They does. But I'm always going to be down with my people. And I said that on my last video. And I'm going to say that again. If I see one of my brothers and sisters get into some shit that I know is wrong and it's by something that don't look right, I'm gonna get up in it. Because I was always told, look out for your people. They gonna look out for theirs, and I'm sure the hell gonna look out for mine. And I'm not gonna change the way I talk. This is the way I talk. I was raised around a lot of people of color. Because black, just like I said, black, that's slave owner, but we use it so much. Or dark brown people, that's my people. I was raised all in that neighborhood. Hell, my grandmother lived around the corner from Louis Farrakhan's mansion that once was Elijah Muhammad's mansion, right on the south side of Phoenix, right down the street from Martin Luther King School, because everybody, especially in the hood, we all got an elementary school after Martin Luther King. You know what I mean? So that's where I was raised at. So I'm not gonna change. This is where I am. But I tell you what, I am gonna speak, and I'm gonna speak upon my people. And I will do everything in my power for my people to get together, because I want my people to unite. I want my people to have that certain strength. We can't do it without attacking each other. We cannot fall into their hands. And I'm not saying white people. I mean, you got white people, you got Mexicans, you got a lot of people that's against us. And some of them are not against us. I mean, you know, some of them do want to hop on the train, but this is us. We got to do this. We got to do this. Because we can. And I'm not going to encourage my people, tell my people, oh, no, don't vote. Don't vote. Yeah, go ahead and vote. Because we sacrificed and we went through this for years and years in voting. Even though they don't listen to us. Because what they do to us, they come in our community, they come in our churches, you know, and when they be on their little podium talking like vote, 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 African Americans, like they say African Americans, us, they want us to vote. But on the same level, they ain't doing nothing but giving us broken promises. Every time we voted, ain't nothing improved in our neighborhood. Nothing never approved in our schools. But I mean, we make the money, and some of us, because most of us still, our people are still unemployed. Hell, I'm working. I'm barely trying to make it myself. But it wasn't nothing approved. I mean, things starting to get right now. I mean, you know, but a little bit. Not that much, but a little bit. But every time we vote, all thing we do, we get is broken promises, because they not going to, you know, give us what we want. We're not. Our schools not improved. You know, it's terrible. What about our neighborhoods, our communities? Nothing. Because they're going to do what they want anyway. Just like I said, I watch some news, but I don't follow up like that, because sometimes if I do watch it, it will kind of piss me off. But I'm the type of brother, I want to spread a message. I'm not trying to be a YouTube celebrity. I'm not trying to let my head get big, you know, tell them brothers and sisters, you know, we need to get right, and all of a sudden get arrogant. I mean, Malcolm X, he spoke his mind. He wasn't arrogant. Dr. Martin Luther King, he spoke his message. He didn't get arrogant. Huey Newton, Bobby Seale, Eldridge Cleaver, Mark Clark, Fred Hampton, Kathleen Cleaver, George Jackson, all those brothers, and Nat Turner, you know, all of them, they didn't get arrogant, but they did spoke what they had to say. I'm not one of them, but I'm going to be one of them to say, you know, for our people. So, hey, if you don't like it, don't watch it, unsubscribe, you know. Hell, if you got a reply, go ahead and reply it, you know. If you want to say something messed up, then go ahead and say it. I'm not going to get scared. Ain't nobody going to run me off. Say what you got to say, reply whatever. No, thumb in the ear. Hey, I'm not going to get mad. I would listen. All right then. Y'all peace out. Much love. Leo 1. I'm out of here.